Hello students, I am Raghavendra Kumar Singh, faculty of US Academy and Institute. Today we will discuss class 9th economics first chapter, the story of village Palampur. As we know, agriculture is the most important sector of Indian economy. The Indian agriculture sector accounts for 18% of Indian gross domestic products, means GDP, and employs 50% of the country's workforce. India is the world's largest producer of pulses, rice, wheat, spices, and spice products. Some important basic concepts related to production through a hypothetical village called Palampur, which is situated at nearby the village named Raiganj, which is a big village. About 400 families lived here. It is 3 kilometers away from Raiganj. Sahapur is the nearest town to the village. Where farming activity is the main activity. The village also have several other activities such as small scale manufacturing, dairy, transport, etc. carried out on a limited scale. Palampur is fairly connected with a well-developed system of roads, transport, electricity, irrigation, school, and health centers. The story of Palampur takes us through the different types of production activities in the villages. In India, farming is the main occupation activity across villages. Most of the peoples are dependent on farming for their livelihood. Some non-farming activities such as dairy, which is in small scale manufacturing, activity of weavers and potters, and transport are carried out also in a limited scale. The main occupation or the main aim of production is to produce goods and services which require four essential things. Number 1, land, labor, and capital are the basic requirement for the production of goods and services, which are popularly known as factors of production. Number 1, land. Land include all free gifts of nature, for example, soil, water, forest, minerals, etc. Labor means human efforts, which of course includes physical as well as mental labor. Physical capital is the third requirement for production. Physical capital includes fixed capital and raw material. Fixed capital such as tools, machines, buildings. Raw materials such as seeds for the farmers, yarns for the weavers, and many other things related to that organization or the particular farming activity. So, land and other natural resources are essential for the particular activity. A variety of raw materials are required while production, such as the yarns used by the weavers and clay used by the potters. Money is also essential during production, and both of them in hand are called working capital. The fourth requirement is to put together land, labor with the knowledge and enterprise to be able and physical capital and produce an output. Factors of productions are combining of labor, land, physical capital and human capital. Now question arises, what did you understand by the capital? Capital is a particular thing which you provide in a particular business or a particular activity related to the farm, such as the tools related to the different activities, means which is known as the fixed capitals, whereas human labors and the working place will related to their tools is known as working capital. Now what did you understand by the particular farming in Palampur? Number 1, land is fixed. For Palampur village, farming is their main occupation, and the well-being of these peoples is related to production on the farms. But there is a basic constraint in raising farm productions. Land areas under cultivation is practically fixed. Is there a way one can grow there from the same land? As we know, most of the climatic conditions varies from place to place in our country, but in Palampur, in the rainy season, Kharif farmers grow jowar and bajra, followed by the cultivation of potato between October and December. Why? Because over the years and the land areas under cultivation is virtually fixed. However, some wastelands in India had been converted into uncultivated to cultivated lands after 1960s. Over the years, there have been important changes in the way of farming, which have allowed the farmers to produce more crops from the same amount of lands. These changes include multiple cropping farming, use of modern farming methods. Due to these changes in the later 1960s, productivity of land has increased. Sustainability, which is known as Green Revolution, farmers of Punjab, Haryana and western Uttar Pradesh were the first to try out the modern farming method in India. Whereas in this particular seasons, the rainy crops or in the winter crops, which is related to October to December, or in winter farmers grow wheat, and a part of the land is devoted to sugarcane, harvested once every year due to well developed irrigation process. Farmers can grow 3 different crops. Electricity transform the system of irrigation. Multiple cropping systems means to grow more than one crop on a piece of land. Another way for higher yielding is modern farming. In the later 1960s, the Green Revolution introduces the Indian farmers to cultivate of wheat and rice using high yielding varieties of seeds. Will the land sustain? Modern farming methods have overused the natural resources base due to increased use of chemical fertilizers. Soil lost its fertility. Natural resources like soil fertility and groundwater are destroyed, and it is very difficult to restore them. How is land distributed between the farmers of Palampur? Land is important for any kind of farming. In Palampur, about one third of the peoples, related to 450 families, are landless. Dalits have no lands for cultivation. Approximate 240 families cultivate small plots of land less than 2 hectares in size. In Palampur, there are approximate 60 families of medium and large farmers who cultivate more than 2 hectares of lands. Now, the laborers who will provide the labors to these lands and how they are able to work at that lands. As we know, small farmers cultivate their own lands. Medium and large farmers hire laborers to cultivate their fields or lands, who come either from landless families or families cultivated small plots of lands. Farmer laborers will not have any right over the crops grown on the land. They will be paid on wages for their work, which will be cash or in kind. For example, crops, means seeds or any other products. Sometimes laborers get meals also. Wages varies from region to region, crop to crop, one farm activity to the other. Farm laborers are employed on a daily basis or for a particular farm activities related to harvesting or for the whole year. Now, capital needed in farming. Modern farming method required great deals of capital. Capital means the fixed capital and the working capital both. Most small farmers borrow money from large farmers or the village moneylenders or the traders who supply various inputs for cultivation. The rate of interest on such loans is to be very high. The medium and large farmers have their own savings from farming. They are thus able to arrange for the capital needed for their farming. Sale of surplus farm products. The wheat the farmers produce from the land is retained in part for their family consumption, and they sell the surplus wheat. Only the medium and large families supply wheat to the market. And the next is non-farming activities. Non-farming activities are related to this village is only 25% of the peoples of the local families, which is approximate 25% working in Palampur, are engaged in other activities except agriculture. In other activities, related to dairy farming or dairy products, which is the other common activity related to the peoples living in village Palampur, which are doing other activities other than agriculture. Some peoples are engaged in dairy and the milk product, which is sold in the nearby villages. An example of small scale manufacturing in Palampur, peoples are engaged in a small scale manufacturing which are carried out by the peoples at home or in the field. This manufacturing involves very simple production methods. Now, the shopkeepers of Palampur. As we know, shopkeepers are able to trade substances from one place to the another. So, the traders of Palampur buy various goods from wholesale market in the cities or various goods from village market to the cities and sell them in the cities and villages also. General stores in the villages sell most of the things related to the wide range of items which were essential for us, like rice, wheat, sugar, tea, oil, biscuit are the food products, and some other products related to the cosmetics related to this: soap, toothpaste, cream, and many other things. Most of the things are also sold by them, and they are able to trade from one place to another are batteries, candles, notebook, pen, pencil, even some clothes also. Now, what about the transport? Transport in this village a fast developing sector, because each and every shopkeeper wants to purchase or to buy goods from a particular village or a particular city and sell them in a particular city or in a particular village. So they have to transport these substances from one place to another. That's why the transporting facilities are developing very fast. Transport services includes rickshaw, tanga, jeep, tractor, truck drivers, traditional bullock cart, and bogie. They transport peoples and goods from one place to another and in return get paid for it in the form of money or in the form of goods.